Good morning, Three Cushion fans. It's the final day of the last World Cup of 2022. We are in Sharm el-Sheikh in sunny Egypt, and I'm once again joined by Torbjörn Blondal. Welcome, Torbjörn.
Hello, everybody. Hello, Bert.
And the first semi-final, we are going to show you on the TV table because it's the only table left, is the one between two European giants of the game. Dani Sanchez is playing Marco Zanetti, and Torbjörn, you know these two better than almost anybody, I would think. What makes these guys so consistent and so strong?
They have one thing in common, first of all. First time I played against them, they both beat me.
Oh.
That is a nice fact. Dani was 17 and Marco was like 20. Maybe. And by then I should have been better than they were, but I couldn't win against them, but that's not so interesting today. These are two fantastic players, completely different techniques. Both of them able to develop their game still. Marco, 60 years old, still I think he's improving, and Dani, of course, much younger and also improving his game. He's on a very, very high level.
And he's had a few fantastic seasons, Dani. He's won quite a few World Cups in the last few seasons. Played a perfect leg there, of course, starts himself. We all want that extra inning. And he plays an almost textbook, could not be any better break shot.
Absolutely perfect. You could say he's already in the game after one shot. Can start relaxing. This is impossible to miss. Maybe not for all of you viewers, but for these players it is.
Position of the red ball was almost automatic.
Didn't get lucky with the cue ball though. Has to take a risk here. He has to play red ball, I think. So has to risk. You can miss hit this, of course, with that cueing. Needs to go close to the corner here. Nicely paced.
Great start for the Spaniard. Marco, of course, is the only one with a longer World Cup career than you. You started World Cups in 1987. Marco was there in the first season, 1986. Oh, let's look at this one. Did he have 3 rails?
Maybe 16. That one hugged the rail. It must have hit the long cushion.
Replay, please. 1, 2. Certainly.
Yeah, it had contact with the with the one diamond of long rail there. Maybe only once. Maybe you're right there. He followed the rail, but yeah, he had one rail first, and then again the long, of course. But I think he was frozen to the rail for some time there.
That's a better shot than it looked. It looked really simple, but that was missable.
Of course it was. The Massey shot was probably not so missable. That had an almost perfect position.
Yes, if you're ever going to play that shot, it was in that position.
Yes, if you're going to show somebody who doesn't know the shot, you put them exactly like that to make sure you don't you don't miss it yourself.
So Marco has the longest career of all the players in World Cups. Next year we will be playing World Cup number 200. This is World Cup number 193.
But it will not be number 2. Did you say 200?
Yes.
It will not be for him because he missed one, I think.
He missed one in Corfu.
And I missed one too because of some illness. I don't remember really, but I think I missed only that one.
I think you missed 2.
Yeah, and then I didn't play the first year, so I will not be at 200.
Well, nobody is at 200 because we had two different circuits for a few seasons. We had a few seasons where there were UMB World Cups and BWA World Cups. So, in fact, you missed a couple of dozen of the 200.
Ah, so you added the UMB World Cups with the BWA?
Yes.
Okay, I get it.
They all count. Danny's total is comprised of both BWA wins and UMB wins.
Meanwhile, Danny is just rolling along here, no problems. He plays really well here in the first inning. Some of these shots really missable, he makes them all.
This was another good one, the red single ball, no double chances anywhere.
Looks really cool.
So if indeed we have 7 World Cups next season as planned, this year we didn't play Porto, but Porto will be back on the calendar in 2023. We're going to reach 200. Another great shot by the Spaniard.
Yeah, this was the best, and now he gets a double the rail here from the red. Impossible to miss. That's a nice present.
What a great start for Dani Sanchez.
Yeah, but if I don't really see the next position, he's already shooting. Yeah, this is close to unmissable. Oops, oops, he just made it. A little bit too full hit on the red.
I don't think the referee was positioned all that well for this shot.
He counted it himself, I think, before, because the position was so good. But he got the rail there, it's safe.
The replay is very convincing.
And no objections from the opponent, that's always a good sign. And this is very good too. Only had to hold back on the English a little bit, not full English. Full hit on the yellow there, which was not so good for the next position, but this is one of his practice shots. He puts the balls like this in practice sessions, but much worse. Yellow frozen and cue ball frozen. He practices these every time he goes to the table, so this should be no problem for him. Oops, he found the hole maybe.
So the run ends at 11, but it is more than 20% of the match. He just contributed in one inning.
Yeah, all that practice on more difficult positions than that, and yeah, okay, probably there was only one chance to hit the red, but a very good start, putting pressure directly. Did give away a good position. Marco kisses the red 2 or 3 times for a perfect position. That's also not really unlucky. As it looks like we will have a high scoring game here.
It looks like that, and I'm looking forward to it, because both these guys have made a really strong impression in the first few days of the tournament.
Yeah,
like good matches, good averages, big wins.
Yeah, they've had pretty easy road except for the loss. Danny lost to a fantastic Myung-Woo Cho,
who ran out with a 10 against Dani.
I think it was 37-30 and he ran out with a 10, so
exactly
nothing you can do about that. So Danny, who is not always very happy when he loses, that time he could only smile.
Marco had a couple of big wins where the opponent didn't even make half of the points. So he was convincing and dominant as well.
Yeah, dominant is the word I was going to use myself. He has been really dominant, and here he tries to hit back. I think this is okay, but it takes a very long look at it. I think he can just thin the white out of the way. Okay, it's pretty close, that's why he looked at it so thoroughly. And this is perfect. Wow, absolutely great shot. I think he planned this. Leave the white there, playable for the next shot. And then, yeah, he loosens the red, but look at this. Even if the red would have stayed frozen, he would have had a shot.
He would still have
Short, long, short off the white. So it's a perfectly planned shot. Brilliant position play. This one needs a little draw. If he plays 3 cushions, he might go for the 4 cushion. No, takes the shore way. No kiss there. And for the first time in the match, the balls are not really cooperating, but he does get a bank shot, so not so bad. Very open positions until now. If it's like this, it's about who has the best position play and who makes the occasional difficult shot when it comes up. And Danny might have an edge on the very difficult shots, the power shots and stuff, but Marco has some other edges, a little bit better position, more precise speed control, more precise position play maybe. Danny has a more smart open play, so can be very interesting. Good bank shot, great.
So far this match has been super quality. We are already watching 17 points, am I correct? Yes.
Only one miss
in the first inning.
We're 12 minutes into the match and one shot has been missed.
And they've made everything else.
Tricky cross table shot now. I don't think he has another option. This one is not easy. That's what I talked about. Who can make the occasional difficult shot when it comes up? And here comes another one. But this is just theory. This might change. The balls might stop cooperating. It can turn into a safety battle. And if it turns into a safety battle, they're both very good. Not only Marco is a good safety player, Danny knows a lot about that too. Goes for the 5 cushion. Slows down. Is this fast enough?
No, it's short.
ZANETTI.
Just enough speed, but too short.
Yeah, the way the red is placed there, it was of course some risk that you play it too long, but this one really came up short.
I had a nice conversation yesterday. We have these 17 points in one inning. Conversation with Jakob Haak about the best inning ever played, and he reminded me of the time that Yeho Cho and Semi made a 19 and an 11 in the first inning.
Wow.
So that was a 30-point inning, and he thought he had the record. And I'm a numbers guy, as you know, and I managed to top it with a match from the French league many years ago,
Spoormans.
where Frederick Cordon ran out with 25, and Spoormans, who had been thoroughly beaten, ran 11 in the equalizing inning. So that was a 36-point inning.
That is crazy.
Oh,
Danny.
there's a kiss.
Yeah, sometimes that kiss is impossible to avoid.
Well, then maybe he shouldn't have played the shot.
Yeah, was there another shot? That's my next question. Yeah, we don't see on this replay.
No.
Anyway, we saw a good stroke, a good straight stroke. fantastic cue action.
Can he thin this?
I think he has to. Might just miss the ball, send the cue ball 5 cushions around the table for some safety. Oh, he just makes it.
What a hit.
Fantastic. Yeah.
Brilliant.
And now this is interesting. Not really a perfect cue action, but he gets the work done. Horrible cue action, actually. He just drops the cue out of his hands and hits the ball perfectly. Now this is interesting. He can actually play the draw shot here. Long, short, long from the red, and just send the red ball ahead of his cue ball. No.
It's
He's
real first.
It doesn't go for that. All around the table. Didn't get the long cushion, but he has 3 cushions already, and this will score.
Up and down.
Now here comes the apology, yes.
He wanted to go round the table, went up and down instead.
Yeah, he missed the long cushion there. He went directly short, and yeah, this is looks like magic.
But it's a big fluke.
Big Z on the table. Here comes a very content smile. Yeah, and the match is almost even again after the 11 run in the first inning by Sanchez. Marco has responded well. Kisses, kisses, oops. Many kisses, yes.
Very dangerous. Needed to hit maybe more ball to get that red out of the way.
Yeah, but then you get another kiss, so
I know.
that was very, very difficult.
They are everywhere in that shot, the kisses.
Some unexperienced player might play those shots much better than we do, because we know exactly how many problems there are in the shot, and the unexperienced player doesn't know. He just shoots and might get lucky. Touch the cue ball.
SANCHEZ.
Or no, he touched the yellow. He touched the object ball. Couldn't see, but I heard it.
Leaves a good one for Marco.
Yeah, that was not a good shot here. Cue ball stays in the middle of the table, hits the yellow. Yeah, there we can see. In his effort of having a perfect stroke and staying down with the cue, he just stayed there until the yellow ball came along. Full hit on the red. Doesn't matter. This is good position play. Normally this diagonal line between yellow and red is very bad for the next shot, but he has placed the white in a perfect place. So he's covered. He has bought his insurance.
He has given himself options, which is what you've always told me to do. Make sure you have options, left or right, 3 or 5 rail.
Yeah, that was so good. Imagine him hitting one of the other side of the red. He still has a position. That is one of the kinds of position play I talked about yesterday, if somebody listened. And now he really needs to hit the red, or no, maybe not. Maybe this is also good. Nice safety shot.
Yeah, but he'll be disappointed.
Yeah, but why didn't he play 3 over 5? Give it a whack. You have one more chance when it's coming out of the corner. I did not really understand that.
He chose to play 3 rails and misjudged it. What is that?
Yeah, I don't understand.
A
It was
nasty gesture.
a big mistake. Count the 5 cushion that Danny missed in the same inning. They each have 1 mistake now, and this is some, what do you call it, redemption
Yes.
for big mistake in the last inning. Here we see Perfect stroke, absolutely straight, stays down.
Was still missable in the corner, but that would have been so horribly unlucky.
Yeah, but this is unlucky.
He's a little bit in prison here. Can he go twice around still?
Probably there is some way to get out of the kiss here, but has to play it with some reverse. And then the yellow just stays there. Yeah.
He would have been long anyway.
Yeah, that's what I mean. If he a little bit less reverse, he gets shorter and might be able to pass the kiss. But these are very low percentage shots. Unlucky to give away a very good position here, so Marco might tie up the game here. Oh, there might be a kiss that he has to take care of. Yeah. Thick or thin?
He went out of the kiss thin, and as a result, he's long.
Might have been better to play thin here with the draw, but then he would have had a late kiss, I think. All three balls together in the corner. So again, kind of hidden dangers in that shot.
It looked like a good starter, but it wasn't.
Yeah, these are the shots that you can easily misjudge, because that object ball is just shooting out of the first cushion and creates some risks. Needs spin on the third cushion. And that is a lovely little touch on the red. What is he saying to himself there? Maybe he says, come on, yes, now let's go. Leaves the red perfectly in the corner. I think he can just draw this half ball. Not too much ball, because then the yellow might go 5 cushions and kiss your cue ball.
Now this type of shot, if I would have to pick a player to play it for me, it would probably be Dani. The one where you have to, you know, use draw and
almost no spin.
Almost no spin and get it to the corner. Dani would be my pick.
Yeah, he does that with his eyes closed. Weaknesses in his game is sometimes a little too loose on his kiss controlling. Sometimes he goes for the easiest way where there is a kiss and doesn't go for the little bit more difficult shot, which is perfectly safe, no kisses. For the rest, he has no weaknesses, not at all. Marco also very, very all-round, but sometimes his little bit wayward cueing causes him some problems. Difficult to talk about weaknesses in these two players. Very close. That came much closer than I thought, but this is probably the longest playing table in the room here.
Would he have made it with a little more speed?
I'm not sure. Then the curve comes later and he hits much higher in the second cushion, so he might be further away even with more speed. So it was a spin thing, just 0.5 millimeter more English and then you have it, but hard to judge. 2+1 here, umbrella, nice.
Very well played. For this type of bank shot you need to be way more precise than for the regular ones. Hit the second ball, the first object ball, just right.
I think the one extra difficulty with this shot is that it's a 2-cushion bank.
Of course.
We are so used to playing 3-cushion bank shots, and this is some extra
I keep
problem.
saying that it's one of the mysteries of the game that the three rail line is often so much easier than the 2-rail line.
And the 5-cushion is much easier than the 3-cushion many
It
times.
defies logic, but it's true.
And 7 cushions many times easier than the 5-cushion. Well played.
And almost all lines that start in a long rail are easier than lines that start in a short rail.
But that might be an illusion. Look at Peter Keulemans. For him it's not important. He plays just as well starting with a short cushion like...
Well, he's a very good player.
Yes, but I think it's about practice. I have noticed in my own game that these shots I've learned in later years, short, long, short, because these are the shots that you, like you say, they're more difficult, so you avoid them. All my life I've been avoiding them, and now I can't anymore, so it's getting better. So
many of the modern new school 3-cushion players will do almost anything to avoid the 4-rail short, long to an open ball in the table. They will try any sort of alternative, maximum spin shots, deep draws.
Not Dick Jaspers, not Fredrik Cordron, they love these shots.
But they are old school.
Yeah, but
they grew up in
about practice
in the 80s and the 90s.
Should be a sure point. Didn't get lucky at all there with what he left himself, but red ball opened up nicely for a 3-cushion. That was good. Played this one like half speed. Got a good contact with white, and red cooperated, so 3 more points to tie the game, and we are in for a nail biter, I think.
16-13 in 5 innings, and Marco still shooting, adding to his total. That touch on the red could have been worse, so he's not going to complain about this.
No, he gets lucky there because he almost freezes the white. With a full hit on the red, he would have had a problem. Now this is still something that you can build on. It's not a sure point, so he has to be careful first of all to make it. Looks like he's playing only 3. Might push the white into the corner, so he needs to put the red in a good place. Which he didn't do, so this is the end of the run probably. Not much else you can do about that, I think. Could have played more ball and less English maybe. Would leave the red higher on the table, closer to the center.
Where's the white going?
Yeah, that's my question. Inside he's trying.
No fluke.
Too soft for the fluke.
Yes.
And he leaves position.
So the run ends at 6, and we have 16 points to 15. Both guys have completed about a third of the match in only 5 innings. So we could well see a sub 20 inning match here.
There has been many.
Can change, of course, like you said, Torbjörn. The balls can stop cooperating and hide themselves under the rails, and all sorts of things can happen.
But until now it's fine. This is perfect again.
Even one ball, if the red ball is really frozen in a corner, can sometimes be there for 3-4 innings and nobody makes a point.
Yeah, that's one of the great problems in our game. When do we try to remove it?
Yes. Who does it? It's a game of chicken.
He did a full hit on the yellow there. Might get a chance. Yes, red is not frozen anywhere, so he has a way here behind it. Long short of the yellow.
That's what he's probably going to play. Now, if you compare the careers of these two, Dani has by far the better record in World Cups. But then again, Marco has won everything there is to be won in the game. He has won every conceivable title and big invitation tournament there is. IGP, Crystal Kelly, the World Games, the LG Cup. He has won absolutely everything. European Championship, World Championship twice.
Was he ever a World Cup overall winner?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Dani was.
Was several times. Not as often as you, but several times.
But that's not a title that many players are even thinking about.
That's gonna slip by.
Needed to play thin, leave the red there out of the way. And he thinks he should have made it, yeah, shaking his head. Not really focused there to remove the kiss and at the same time score. Fantastic touch there on the red. Everything open. He loves to play these very, very softly. Just long, short, long, and just enough speed to go to the white.
He wasn't too happy. You could see from the body language. He was doubting it when he hit it, and it turns up short.
Second one he has missed like that. The other one I thought he would have played 3 or 5 with more speed, and this one was just... Yeah, he loves these. Normally doesn't miss that.
The ball does appear to just ever so slightly drift offline there.
But it was missed from the beginning.
Yes.
Yeah, that was in the kiss. Nothing else to play actually, so unlucky there for Dani. No way to get out of that kiss. It did it good, made a good try, but
Dani,
javelin.
be careful.
Practicing for the Olympics.
Those are expensive cues you're messing with. That's the sort of point where you have absolutely no idea what position you're left with, because everything depends on the touch on the red, and 3, 4, 5 different things can happen. Once you touch the red, different results are possible.
The only thing you can do is just leave the white open.
In a good place.
But this is a multi-purpose shot again here. Make point, play safe, put a good position maybe. So this is perfect 3 cushion.
He'll be happy with that one. Everybody would be.
Very close to the 2 cushion, but the result is perfect. So maybe he walked away. He thought he was going to make a 2 cushion, so
yes.
He was walking away from the shot, and now says sorry to Danny. Surprises me that he doesn't play red ball here.
Looks like a good opportunity for more points for the Italian.
I think it's just fine here for short, long, long.
Exactly, short, long, long is what I was thinking.
Needs a thin hit.
Oh, you can do that.
Yeah, but this is very thin, but still good.
We have a new leader in the match for the first time. Dani, of course, with that glorious run from the points in the first inning, has had the lead for a while. And now Zanetti has 20 points to Sanchez's 19.
Five cushions here, slowly, a little spin. Now cue ball will turn on the short cushion and get short by itself like that with a slow speed. This is perfect again. Dani fears that the big run is coming now. Marco always ready for his 13s and 14s to make the difference.
And there's absolutely nothing you can do. You're in the chair and you can only watch and hope. You've played in the same team with Dani for many years in the Dutch league in the Netherlands. Were you ever a teammate with Marco?
Yes, in Hengelo.
Of course.
For some years.
But he was also substitute for quite a while there. He didn't play all the matches.
No, but we played many matches together. We also traveled from my home. He came from Italy to my place, and then we traveled together to Holland. Both players, fantastic team players. Sometimes even playing better for the team as they do individually, just for work ethics. I don't know what else to say.
I understand. Dani was phenomenal in the Van Wanrooy years in Heeswijk Dinter. What a battles you played there. Torbjörn was the #1 player in the Dutch league in those years. Dani on #2. Jean van Erp, I think, and Arie Weyenburg, 3 and 4. What a team. Battling it out with the Crystal Kelly team. Caudron, Keulemans, Burgman, Van Kuik. There was a lot of quality in the league in those years.
Danny had some incredible wins there. I
He
remember
did.
50 points in 10 innings against Raymond Bergman.
I saw that match.
Unbelievable! Just to win in the next game away from home in 13 innings. Crazy. Here comes a 4 cushion of the more difficult kind, but no problem.
This time unlucky with the cue ball, but it was an exceptionally good point, so he'll be happy to have it. Just out of the kiss.
Now he got into the corner with the cue ball, but I think he can use both sides of the red here, so he might be okay.
Raymond Bergman, Sanchez's opponent in that 10-inning match, 50 points, had a very good joke. They were at the halfway point in the match. Little break. It was 27-1. And Bergman said, well, I haven't done anything wrong yet. The guy's made 2 mistakes already. Which I thought was a pretty good comment.
Yeah, and Raymond came back in and made a run of 10 directly in the first inning, so strong guys. Yeah, Danny felt this coming already when Marco made the 4th or the 5th point. And remember, he sat down after a shot that he missed and shook his head and wasn't happy with it.
It's one of the things these guys do to you. They punish your mistakes so hard.
And that is a great shot from
roll from distance.
another not so nice cue ball position. What to play here, Bert? Something off the red. Ah, thin. Thin withdraw. Avoiding the kiss like that. Really? No.
He banged it out of the kiss. Red ball into the hole.
Brave solution.
And perfectly judged. Now he's going from problem to, well, this is not really.
No, I think you can just.
Really
He
a
draw.
problem.
What
Is
does
he
he?
going to draw it?
Is that reverse English or? I think he can just roll it with reverse. But he plays a draw shot and yeah, plays a safety shot, of course. Yeah.
Great run by Marco Zanetti. And we are going to take a little bit of a break because we're at the halfway point in the match. Zanetti now leading Sanchez 27 points to 19 in 7 innings. Don't go away. And he's won the World Cup in Sharm. Semi Saganay wins his 7th. We are back in Sharm el-Sheikh, Egypt for the second half of this match between Marco Zanetti and Dani Sanchez, and it is 3 cushion of the very highest level imaginable. Just look at the score, it's 19 points to 27 in 7 innings. Dani running away with an 11 in the first inning. Marco responding exceptionally well. And now it's Dani in pursuit. We still have the benefit of one of the guys in the world with the most knowledge of this game, Torbjörn Blomdahl. Welcome.
Thank you. Needs to hit red first. Very good.
Can you tell us why your countryman Michael Nilsson is not in this tournament? We always like to see him play.
Yeah, he's he has a new job and
Great shot.
I think that is the reason that
New
he
job,
cannot.
that's it.
Yeah, he cannot start his new job
Taking leave days.
by being away all the
Yeah,
time.
yeah, I get
think
it.
that's the reason.
He played some really good World Cups earlier this year and last year.
Yeah, he's played himself into the world top.
Ah, that's where he belongs. If you saw his performances in, let's say, in Ankara, it's really impressive. Two rails first, yellow ball. There was little or no English in the shot itself, but it develops English. Here it is.
Needed a little speed to shock the yellow ball and create the good angle. Gets a good continuation. Short, long, short should be no problem. Red is very nicely placed. And now continue 4 or 6 cushions off the right side of the red. Looks pretty good.
This shot, of course, never in doubt because the red balls are fairly generous. Now this one will be interesting. Which line does he pick?
Only 4. Double the rail now off the red. Long, short, long. Back to the same long cushion.
Also, never in doubt and a nice result.
Cue ball cleaning coming up.
This time it's Dani who asks for the balls to be cleaned. Maybe he's already looking at that shot inside of the yellow. He doesn't want to get a kick. Boutage.
Yeah, similar position to one of Marco's shots where I was surprised he played from the faraway ball a 4-cushion shot. Similar position here. Dani might go for the thin hit here on the yellow.
And Marco looks to be meditating.
Maybe this is even a 5-cushion possibility, which could give a better position. No, only 3. Yeah, he saw the opportunity there to just let the yellow trickle over to the corner. Score slowly. Will we see another 2-digit run? Each player with an 11 until now.
So 27-19 has turned into 27-27. What a match this is.
And I still have fingers left on my right hand, counting the mistakes in the match.
Oh, you can add one finger.
Yeah, that was very surprising, but I think it doesn't cost him much because gets lucky here. Yeah, he put a lot of draw in that one.
That's one you expect him to get 9 times out of 10.
Yes, but it was a half draw shot, and these are difficult. Object ball 1 meter away, and you need just a slight amount of draw. Most difficult shots in the game. But on this level, let's say it was a mistake. 4 cushions. What does he do with the white? Just lets it pass like that, and now it might come back and score for him.
Oh, he almost got the help he needed. Three average for both. 27-27 in the 9th inning.
Probably not possible to play a 4 cushion bank shot here, so he goes for the 3 cushion.
And they are so nice, these 2 balls.
Problem is you never get a good position from that one. Or at least you can't control it.
But it was the perfect distance between the 2 balls.
Absolutely.
Closer makes it harder. Further away also makes it harder.
Not playing double the rail off the red here. He tries to go inside there, some bank shot.
Sanchez 1.
It would have been a very clever shot had it made, but all he has now is some fairly decent defense.
Didn't see which spin he used on that one. Or no spin at all, maybe.
My guess is none at all. Tough shot from Marco.
He has to go for a 7 cushion here with a pretty wild white ball. But I think there is some space to avoid the kisses. Shoot the white to the short cushion. And pass.
First part of the job.
Pass there.
Yes.
No. Yeah.
That was fraught with danger, that shot. Everywhere was danger.
Yeah, the white is also on the way to kissing the red, so difficult.
That was like driving a bumper car without hitting other bumper cars.
Some of these shots maybe they are maybe impossible, but you don't get 67 tries to find out if they're impossible. You have to make up your mind quickly.
That's
This
going
one
to be
is
long, way long.
far away, but it's a safety shot. Fairly safe, isn't it? What percentage would you give Marco to make this one, Bert?
I'm gonna say like 25%-ish, 25-30%.
And yourself? 26?
Anywhere from 2 to 4.
Yeah, I'm in your category there, I think. But actually from this angle it's still possible long, short.
Even the great Marco Zanetti had no idea what to do with that one.
Yeah, but he missed his stroking completely there. His cue went all over the place after, towards the end of the stroke. He just lost it. And because of that kiss, he couldn't control the position, and this is a little opening for Danny.
It slides, but it doesn't slide enough. I think he attempted to get that extra rail, that short rail. And here we have the stage in the match where the balls are not so kind to the players as they were in the beginning, when everything was about making points, making runs. We now get into the problem-solving stage.
Yeah, this one is difficult too.
Oh, horrible, this one.
Maybe only 3 cushions bank to the red and then 2 cushions out of the corner.
Let's see what ideas Marco has.
He
Round
found
the
something.
table.
Yeah, short,
Draw.
long, and so on. Not bad.
It's,
Red is there.
it's in the corner.
How about a decent try?
ZANETTI 0.
And another chance here for Danny. He got a chance in the inning before, and this one is even better.
If you ever need to explain to anybody how difficult this game of ours is, there are positions on the table where even the very best players in the world would not score more than once or twice in 10 attempts. That's how hard the game can be. The balls can be so cruel to you.
There are even shots where you give up before because you know they're impossible. A less experienced player might think there's a chance, but the experienced players know that
There's no
this
chance.
has no chance.
No,
But
it's gonna
then
miss.
and you still have an opportunity. You can play very good shots, like defensive shots. They can still be perfect shots. So actually, all these this difficult stuff is also an opportunity. Then he gets the balls into position, and now he takes them out of position. Yeah, that was too thin on the yellow.
Yes, didn't get the hit there. He
Yeah,
not at all.
maybe he also missed the speed control there. I don't think he wanted to use that much speed. The red ball goes too far for that. I don't think he planned this. Maybe his adrenaline shot in a little bit too much.
Short, long, short, long. Looks pretty good.
Very good.
Those are not easy. Small ball in the corner.
But this is so sensitive to speed. But he found exactly the right speed where the cue ball behaves normally in the second cushion.
Now here you have another one of those draw it in and make it short.
This is also part of his practice routine.
Quite a bit more difficult than the one before, where I announced that he would be my player of choice to play that shot, but this one was even harder.
I've seen him practice these shots, and he makes all of them in practice. He doesn't like this miss, not at all. He's so consistent on those normally. But a pretty good kiss. Or did the balls at all kiss?
Yes.
I've forgotten the shot.
Yeah, they did. So Nothing nice here for Zanetti.
He will shoot it into the long cushion with reverse here. Lots of speed. Oh, too much speed.
Missing it on the short side. The professional miss. The amateur would always miss it on the other side.
Yeah, he can generate lots of speed, Marco. Has a very nice acceleration.
Both players plenty of cue power. Dani never in trouble when it comes to big hits. He's a small fellow in stature, but boy, does he have a stroke.
I didn't think he had an angle for that shot, but played it perfectly.
Yes.
Could only hit that side of the yellow. Oh, that is a great shot. Looks to be very determined. Again, has taken the lead.
Another good one.
Now he needs to be lucky here. Maybe gets a bank shot. I don't think he does. Long short with a not very big target there in the corner. Needs to find the short rail before the red, but is it at all playable? It has to be so thin there on the yellow. Maybe might even have to use reverse English, and then it becomes really hard.
Couldn't get out of the kiss and find the line at the same time, but he'll settle for defense. Yet another tough one for Zanetti. He's had a few really difficult ones in the past 4 or 5 innings.
Yeah, Dani is also very good at playing defensive
The tactical game.
games. Yeah, he as well as Marco, when they both of them, when they get the chance, when the game opens up, they're ready to score. Many players go into a safety battle and they lose quality, but these two can attack when the chance comes. This is fantastic.
Perfect shot.
Marco saw this as a chance and attacked immediately. Lots of energy there he put into the cue ball. Doesn't like the position. He's jammed up with the red ball here and they are not frozen. He's looking at curving the cue ball on the way to the first cushion.
He could even masse it twice around the table.
Ooh, that is hard. I'm not sure he can get the curve before he hits the long cushion. Speed must be dead speed to the white.
He did
If
select that option, but not long enough.
needs to play it softer, and then he risks being too soft
Yes.
in order to have the curve before he touches the first cushion. So that might have been just impossible. It doesn't work. Maybe he knew it from the start, and maybe he has cooked up some catenaccio here. I don't know. I can't see the. No, this is open.
Is the 5 rail still on?
I think it is. Surely he can find a way to avoid the kiss there. He can play it thin, or he can use more ball. It's a great opportunity if he can make this. just scoring slowly onto the red, probably would have pretty easy second point. So this is a crucial one, leading by 6 and has this opportunity. Can he get the yellow out of the way?
Took it very seriously because he invested a timeout.
He didn't intend to. He just shot too late, or did he? No, he did. He took
a timeout.
Took a timeout intentionally. Yeah. Missed the kiss, but he missed the point. He came up really short. Not so close. Also couldn't play it softly. Only 4 cushions. Very difficult shot, but he plays it nicely. Nice.
That's a confidence builder. Every player in the world, no matter how your average is happy if he makes this one.
Didn't look very happy with the result though. This is, I don't know, maybe a 4 cushion shot here. Can he reach that? Yes, looks like.
This is the old betwixt and between.
Yeah, but short long here is fine, I think. He's worried about it.
No, that's
Why?
theatrics.
Yeah, it's very good.
It was perfectly online all the way. So that body movement was
For the gallery, for the audience.
yes.
Yeah, he was worried about the short cushion not turning, but on these tables, short cushion, you can rely on it, always turns.
But I'm sure that if I can see on cushion 1 that he has it, he can see on cushion 1 that he has it.
Yeah, but he's maybe a little bit more nervous than you are right now, so that can blur your thinking sometimes.
That's a good point. I accept that point.
Reverse English here. That loses a lot of speed.
And it cost him the point.
Yeah, it's also a dilemma because you cannot shoot very hard because you need this curve there on the way to the 3rd cushion. So you cannot use more speed. You will just make it even shorter. So you needed to play dead speed. Not a big miss.
Never in doubt.
Danny very sure at the bank shots. He's not a master of systems. Sure, he has some systems, but he feels these bank shots really well. Plays them with loads of confidence.
Double the rail. Yellow out of the way in time. Now that yellow has now found an ugly spot. What would you play, Torbjörn?
I would maybe double the rail there. Left side of red and pass the yellow, long, short and back to same long cushion.
Danny has a different idea. Going for a perfect hit outside of the yellow. And a perfect 4-rail line. And it's long.
SANCHEZ 2.
incredibly sensitive, this.
Not at all bad.
$36 points to 30 in favor of the Spaniard, 15 innings. And we've had a lot of difficult positions in the past 7-8 innings. The first 7 innings was all production.
ZANETTI 0.
And that one looked too thin all the way.
Table still sliding.
Marco needs to find himself, do the hard work again. He did it once, responded to all the points made by Dani. He'll have to do it again, and this I think is a beautiful shot.
Thin and with reverse English.
Beautiful, just
Difficult, so difficult to judge.
could not have played it any better.
Problem with the shot is that after hitting the ball, you lose, the cue ball loses a lot of the English you put into it, so you need to calculate that, and this is something just flying in the air. You have to catch it. Difficult, so difficult, just to feel for the moment. You know, that's different in the beginning of the match and later in the match. How long ago did they clean the cue ball? So difficult.
Another good one for Dani, and here's maybe an easy one if the ticky is on. Looks to be.
Yeah, if not, he can double the rail off the red. So this is an important moment here. Looks like he has the chance to run away with the match here.
He's going to play the ticky. Needs to find a third rail.
Little bit of speed. Yes, good. Awkward angle now with the red, and yellow doesn't help, so this might be the end of the run. But still 39-30. Marco needs to come back again.
Or maybe Dani can find something, a little stroke of genius to solve this problem.
Looks like a Massey shot.
No, it's going to kiss shot.
Wow.
He's going to kiss it into the line.
Amazing shot. What a brilliant shot. Please don't do that. That is so difficult.
Probably the most creative shot of the match so far. A touch of Spanish brilliance there.
So then this must be easy. If he can do that, this must be easy for him.
No, this is not easy. Oh, I'm sorry, it is.
5.
Yes, pure mathematics. If that difficult one was easy, this must be more easy. And now a 6 cushion here with possible late kiss.
Marco Zanetti must feel the pressure now because the match is slipping out of his fingers. Dani in the home stretch.
This is very close to the corner. Is it still good?
Where's the yellow? No kiss. Then it's good.
Absolutely perfect again.
Oh, and a nice result.
He passed those difficult obstacles and continued the run, and this might be decisive. didn't want to play that one really soft,
7.
so added some speed and made the point.
No attempt at placing the red here, just point was difficult enough. I'm just gonna make it, said Dani. And I'll see what happens next.
I think it landed pretty nicely here. A little extra push on this one, or big push, yes, big push.
8.
So the odds are now firmly in favor of Sanchez. He's on 43 already, and Zanetti would have to repair a backlog of 13 points. Big ask. Certainly if you have done it already
I'm not
in
sure.
the same match.
Yeah, must be a little bit disappointing for Marco here, but Dani has responded really well here, and I'm not sure that Marco will shoot again.
9.
Not this one.
Sanchez 9.
The run ends at 9.
Looks like he puts a little bit of right English on it.
And Marco Zanetti has a mountain to climb. 45-30, 16 innings, extremely high level.
Still think Dani has missed more easy shots, or apparently easy shots, than Marco in this match. Am I mistaking there, or am I not perfectly impartial?
Has the point. Not much of a reward.
Yeah, red is a little bit too deep in the corner.
What are you going to play here, Torbjörn?
Yeah, short long, and then hope for
a third rail.
a third rail. I think he can't really spin the cue ball, because that will require a draw shot, and then cue ball will be jumping too much. But he's
going
playing
inside. He's
playing
going long.
three long cushions.
Could not have played it better. Wow. I take my hat off for that shot. Really, really good.
Amazing quality here when he needs it.
Off the red into the right hand top corner and make it short there. That's what he's playing. Wants to go deep in the corner. Come out very short. Missed it by a hair.
Cost him a timeout. He was just half a second too late there to shoot.
Had a few points to spare.
He missed the corner there, or yeah, he was 1 millimeter too far out of the corner. Good effort. Not easy with that Q angle, but still Danny has more misses on open positions, I think, in this match, if I'm not mistaken.
But also he's been the more productive of the two, of course, hence the 13-point lead.
Yes, of course.
Marco not looking at the ticky behind the white.
Tiki is looking nice, but this is 5 cushions or 6? Really?
That looked solid.
Well played. And again, frozen red is not going to help. Has to play it the long way, I think. No, he tries to get it the short way to avoid that kiss in the corner. Good. Not much margin of error on that shot. Can't hit any more of that red ball that would kiss the white away. Just short enough. Reverse English. Still needs a thin hit. Too much reverse, but safety shot. Good one. Not really an angle for a bank shot, so this is good safety shot. I might see Danny here playing long short off the yellow, don't you think?
I was looking at it and it's tough, but it's maybe the best he has. Maybe the bank shot is on. He's not even looking at it.
Yeah, one of them he can't reach. He has to play with a bridge.
Yeah.
And the other one is 3+1 off the yellow. Gave this one a good try.
Can he roll this in, or too difficult to play long short? It's probably a big ask.
Might need to use speed, and then there is no safety. Yeah, has to use speed. And now no control. Danny can get a good position.
And you're playing it, of course, in the knowledge that your opponent only needs 5, and in the knowledge that your opponent is Danny Sanchez.
But it's not an easy shot here for Danny.
Up and down, I think. There is a hole behind the red, but it would be desperately unlucky if he found that gap, and he doesn't. He has just made it way long. That was not his best in the match.
Oh, what a shot that is.
Fantastic. He truly plays with courage, full dedication there.
But here he had the safety net of knowing that white ball will go down to the corner. So he was sure not to leave Danny an easy position. That was the difference between this one and the last one, where he couldn't play safe. Almost always a little bit better feeling.
Now the question is, if he had to play this shot with the color of the balls reversed, would he have played the same shot?
I don't think so. Too many other good options of the red here. Plays this.
He needs a big run here to get back into it. 7-8 points and a good safety. Wonderful. Just
Doesn't like the result though.
no, he hates the result. He's closed in behind the red ball, but he played such a good shot.
Yeah, that was great, but he has actually almost closed everything. Can't do anything on the right side of the red, and on the left side he needs such a thin hit and a massé shot. And he will of course leave everything open if he misses it. And that is the worst part of the story.
So he played a fantastic shot, and he should have played it with like 20 or 30 centimeters more speed. Massé here, left side of the red.
Yeah, but the problem is it needs to be so thin, otherwise the red will trickle down to the third cushion, to the place where the yellow needs to hit the third cushion. But he's very good at massé shots, so I give him a 60% chance to score here. Of course, the moment of the match, very crucial. Might put that number down to 50. Too much ball, no good. That is a problem with the shot.
ZANETTI 3 first time out.
Couldn't get that thin hit.
And you always have to choose which way you're going to avoid that kiss. A little more ball to get the red out of the way first, making the massé even more difficult. Or so little of the red ball that it doesn't arrive in time, which also makes the massé more difficult.
Yeah,
It's a
more ball makes it easier actually. So
catch-22.
yeah, more ball is easier always on the massés, but you don't avoid the kiss because you put the red to the corner. It might come out of the corner and kiss anyway. So
Yeah, but there was space in between.
yeah, but not enough, I think. There's such a big distance to the corner that it's difficult to avoid the kiss like that. Even with a flat cue, it's difficult to avoid the kiss like that. With a massé, it becomes very hard. Then he missed a bank shot, first one, I think, in the match. But he misses it in a nice way.
Zanetti's still in it, still battling on.
But what a position this is. Lucky, Danny lucky there. getting away. Short, long, short here. Horribly difficult. That is so close to impossible. As close to impossible as you can get, I think.
ZANETTI 0.
But it's a good safety.
Of course. Did you see his passport or his national flag?
Italian, I think.
Yeah.
Catenaccio.
They know something about defense. But Danny is no stranger to similar tactics.
Up and down.
No real scoring chance, but let's see what he leaves. Looks
Not
pretty
even
ugly.
Not even close to the point, but it has value, as we see here.
Yeah, at least it forces Marco to play something off the red. I don't think there is a shot off the white, so these players are so good they might even consider this stuff. Force your opponent to play off the red. I'm not there yet. I don't know about this, but these two guys, they might.
No, that was hit and hope by ZANETTI.
ZANETTI 0.
More hit than hope, I think.
That was what they call in America a Hail Mary. The Hail Mary pass.
This time Danny got a good chance. Is there 5 points in this position?
One.
Played the red thin enough to get it to this side of the table. And I think he is a little bit more lucky than Marco. Marco, who had his cue ball tucked in behind the red ball just a few shots ago. Now the same thing happens to Danny, but I think he has a very easy path here. No kisses, just 6 cushions. Yeah, that makes a difference. Towards the end of the match, that is always helpful, of course.
That was almost a certain point for him.
Very important if the red ball is frozen. I think it's a little bit open or unfrozen. If it is, he can easily play the double the rail, but he plays the same shot off the yellow.
Should we call it thawed if it's unfrozen?
Yeah. This is so good. But you're a 3 cushion player too, Bert. You know this. This always happens when you play that shot.
Yes.
You push the red into the corner, you go out diagonally, and you can't use the red for nothing. And when the yellow doesn't cooperate, you end up with this. But is there a ticky behind the red, left-handed?
I would still give myself a chance thin off the yellow, left side of the yellow.
And knowing your stroking qualities, I think Danny has just a little bit more chance of scoring on this one. You're not bad, but he's better.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll concede that.
That's at least a 2 cushion. That's a point in another discipline, but not in this game.
SANCHEZ 3.
So you might have done better than him anyway. After all. Marco has a ticky here. Needs to play very thin. Otherwise the white can easily go 1 cushion and push away the red.
Yeah, but this is, I think, one of those tickies where you can hit the white in and out without touching the red. Marco thinks so too. Or not.
Full draw. What is he doing?
One.
Oof.
He got out of the kiss
Very critical.
other way. I'm very surprised.
Right, very well played with the draw and very thin,
Yes.
but so critical.
Never argue with success. He made it. He saw it like that, and he's still in the match, but he's hanging by his fingernails. .48-38.
Two cushion bank shot. No,
ZANETTI 1.
he hit the white ball first, but
Yes.
it's still possible to get 3 cushions.
Yes, it is.
I'm not sure. We need to see the replay here. Oh, not from this angle. Yeah, it is 3 cushions. Even though he hit the white ball first, it's 3 cushions. It can happen. Namely,
If I'm the referee, I'm counting the point here.
yeah, it's 3 cushions.
Let's see how Bilo thinks about it.
It's an easy way out of this discussion for the referee. He says you hit the ball first, that means it cannot be 3 cushions, but it's not right. It can be. Now he's saying to him it's impossible. That cannot happen, but it can happen, unfortunately. So we're in for a long discussion now.
I don't think the UMB allows the use of
No.
replay.
Yeah, it's 3 cushions.
It was short rail,
White ball
white ball,
and 2 times long.
long rail, white ball again, long
Very
rail again.
so thin. The first touch on the white is so thin. The white is still standing there, so it's like a bank shot then. The point is okay, but I don't blame Danny for not accepting the point, so the referee will have the last say in this.
And for some strange reason, whenever there is an argument like this, Marco Zanetti is always involved. He's like a magnet for problematic situations and disputable points that were correct or not correct or whatever.
Very difficult to stay focused here for Danny, because he's
Yeah.
of course doubting he doesn't know if the shot was good. He doesn't know if he is doing the right thing now, not accepting the shot. But of course, let's say it. I'm not 100% sure either, but it surely looks like a 3 cushion.
One.
And also very nice position for Danny to start with. Playing for 1 now, match point. Four cushions here. From this angle, passing on the left side of the yellow. He went 5 cushions. That's easier. 7. And a thin hit.
That's the end of the match. Dani Sanchez defeats Marco Zanetti 50 points to 38 in 23 innings and goes on to play the final of the Sharm el-Sheikh World Cup. Don't go away. We have a second and very good semi-final for you later. Myung-Woo Cho will play Jung-Hoon Seo, and the winner of that match will meet Dani. Thank you, Torbjörn Blomdahl, and thank you for watching.
Thank you.
I say, I'm more sure. I'm more sure. I'm more sure. Come on, Darby. This is a complicated point to analyze in 30 seconds.
complicated. It's adults.